I, 24F, have a best friend, Jess, 24F, and a brother, Kyle, 26M. Jess and I have been inseparable since we were 5. We have a blood pact. We have a shared Google Doc for our retirement plan and a villa in Tuscany. Kyle, on the other hand, is a man who thinks flavor is adding a second packet of salt to his ramen and once got his head stuck in a banister on a dare. 3 months ago, they started dating. It is a disgusting breach of the social contract. If they break up, I lose a limb. If they get married, I have to share my best friend with my brother at Thanksgiving for the rest of eternity. I cannot allow this. I have been taking completely logical steps to ensure their inevitable demise as a couple, but now they're calling me clinically insane. Here is a brief list of my very reasonable interventions. 1. The genetic prophecy gambit. Kyle is allergic to shellfish. Jess loves shrimp. I told Jess that our family has a dormant genetic curse where, if a male member of our bloodline kisses someone after they've eaten shrimp, the female partner's hair will slowly turn the texture of dry hay over the course of 6 months. I even showed her a photoshopped picture of our great-aunt Mildred, who just had a bad perm in the 80s, as proof. It worked for a week until Kyle ate a shrimp po' boy to prove his love and didn't ruin her hair. 2. The Victorian morning. Every time they have a date night at our house, I refuse to acknowledge their presence as a couple. Instead, I dress in full Victorian morning attire, veil, lace gloves, the works. I sit in the corner of the living room clutching a framed photo of Jess and me from 2012, weeping softly and humming, "Nearer, my God, to thee." When Kyle asks what I'm doing, I tell him I am honoring the memory of the friendship he murdered. 3. The medium manifestation. I hired a guy from TaskRabbit to dress as a psychic and accidentally bump into them at their favorite bistro. I gave him a script. He was supposed to grab Kyle's hand, scream, and tell him that he is haunted by the spirit of a 17th century cobbler who forbids him from dating anyone with Jess's zodiac sign. Unfortunately, the TaskRabbit guy took it too far and started barking like a dog, which Jess found quirky and a great story for the wedding. The breaking point was yesterday. I convinced my 80-year-old grandmother to tell Jess that Kyle has a secret third foot that he keeps surgically hidden in his boot. Jess actually asked to see his feet. Kyle got offended, and now the whole thing has blown up. They sat me down and told me I'm being obsessive and scary, and that they are actually in love. Kyle says if I don't stop, I'm banned from their future wedding, which shouldn't exist. I think I'm just being a protective friend and sister. I am trying to maintain the natural order of the universe. The final question. Ada for using a little bit of psychological warfare to protect my social circle.